regardless of consequences or known fallout. It is an apt way to think of hubris. Tough leaders double down in the hubristic belief that listening, conceding a point, ceding or sharing power are all just signs of weakness. The breeding ground for hubris often starts with success. It is the entry point for hubris. The pressure for success is immense, especially in an environment where the motto is move fast and break things. One success after another builds self-confidence, but achieving more in the same way morphs self-confidence into a false sense of infallibility. Hubristic people can become larger than life, assuming they can do no wrong. The more an individual with their Midas touch wins, the less open they are to critical feedback. Why would this person need feedback when they have already cracked the code to success? Additionally, as fans and minions, descriptors they use to define other people continue to cheer them on. Hubristic individuals typically seek to feed their self-glorifying adulation tendencies. They become intensely focused on repeating their successes, seeking to make the next one even bigger and better. Finally, the individual ascends, in their minds, to a status that is seemingly invincible. As we all climb the path towards hubris, we develop blind spots, a belief we are capable of anything, a lazy reliance on our go-to strategies, and a dismissive attitude towards evidence and contrary advice. These blind spots cause leaders to overvalue their strengths and dismiss the value that we find in continuous learning and self-reflection. It is through self-awareness and continuous learning that leaders are reminded of the need to collaborate, the role they play as a servant to their organization, and the fact that they need to continually self-assess and adjust as their organization changes and the world changes around them. Recent political history has given us a US president whose entire period in office could be characterized as one long double down. The power concentrating in the hands of tech moguls and others is leading to double-down moments seemingly every week. The failure of so many aspects of corporate governance and a fiercely competitive global marketplace are promoting hubristic behavior too. And yet, as we shall see, hubris is destructive, negative, and corrosive, and should have no place in modern leadership. Leadership is everywhere. The dedication to understanding leadership has existed since humans began searching for clues about humanity and society. Research and fiction have been written, both with the goal of helping us better understand our progress as a species and the people who have led us. We are all led by someone, by different people in different parts of our lives, whether it is the leadership of the country that you live in, the organization in which you work, the groups or teams you associate with, or your own family. Leaders within these structures have the power to push everyone forward or bring everyone down. True leadership banishes hubris and embraces collaboration, consultation, evidence, and self-awareness, and yet balances that with decisiveness and urgency. In part 1 of this book, we explore the ways to spot the warning signs of hubris and the conditions in which it can take hold, including some topical and pertinent case studies of hubristic behavior. In part 2, we offer some practical and relevant solutions, ways of developing, honing leadership, and a leadership style that is inclusive, sustainable, and develops shared values and a common purpose. In short, leadership fit for the 2020s and beyond. Part 1. In the first chapter, using the case study of the Boeing 737 MAX, we illustrate how hubris can become a matter of life and death. From that high-stakes story, we then guide you through these other aspects of hubris. Chapter 2. A study of hubris. This section provides a broad analysis of the warning signs of hubris in organizations. It looks at the structures which continue to enable it. We look at the corrosive effects of a lack of collaboration, autocratic decision-making by CEOs and boards, an erosion in consultation and collaborative practices. Poor collaborative examples at the top lead to more politics and silos throughout the organization, treating data as power, protecting status, rejecting outside help. Chapter 3. The pressure for success.